Y'all, so it looks like Kim Kardashian's life is not as perfect as she has been making us believe it was, because sources are now reporting that she is struggling financially. The streets are now saying that she doesn't have as much money as she made us think she does, and she is now desperate to find a sugar daddy before the streets find out just how broke she is. It looks like the divorce from Kanye really did a number on her bank account, and considering how much Kim spends on her private jet, designer clothes, and other fancy stuff, well, let's just say that this drama is not that shocking. But did she really go all the way to India to find herself a new sugar daddy? Let's break this down. If you've been following the Kardashians for a while, then you already know that there have been rumors for a very long time that they don't make as much money as they claim to make. If there's a family that thrives on the notion of fake it until you make it, it's the Kardashians. They have been known to pull all sorts of stunts, like calling the paparazzi on themselves and allegedly leaking a naughty tape, all that kind of stuff. Don't even get me started on how Forbes exposed Kylie and their momager, Kris Jenner, for cooking up documents to fool them into believing that Kylie is a billionaire. If they could pull this off with Forbes, then the rest of us have no chance. Kim has always made shady moves when it comes to money, and fans have kind of clocked how she would do almost anything to make money. I mean, she has even been accused of stealing before she got famous, and after fame, she was linked to an international money launderer. Everybody knows that Kim used to work as a closet organizer for Brandy before she became famous, but Kim took advantage of that and stole from Brandy. The crazy thing is that Kim wasn't exactly broke at the time because she came from money, so her stealing from Brandy wasn't exactly because she was broke and hurting for cash. As Brandy's closet assistant, Kim had access to Brandy's credit card for a one-time purchase, which was managed by Brandy's mom. But Kim had bigger plans because she played the long game. After quitting, she held onto those card details and she used the card for unapproved personal purchases. She didn't pull this off alone. She got her siblings Chloe and Rob involved. Kim waited a while and then made her move, stealing a whopping $120,000 from Brandy. The wild part about this is that they didn't steal the money directly, instead funneling the stolen money through their own stores, Dash, and Smooch to hide the paper trail. However, their plan backfired because the transactions weren't authorized. At first, Brandy's mom gave Kim a chance to return the money without involving the law, out of respect for her relationship with Brandy and Ray J. But when Kim didn't repay the money for over a year, Brandy's mom decided to take legal action. But then Brandy and Ray J convinced their mom to withdraw the lawsuit and settle the matter privately. According to Ray J, this whole scandal was the real reason behind his breakup with Kim. That wasn't the last time that Kim was involved in some shady activities to make money, because she was also investigated by the feds for allegedly helping her sugar daddy launder money. This kind of adds weight to the allegation that Kim has been having rich sugar daddies funding her life for a long time. Before she became famous, Kim had a sugar daddy named Joe Lowe, an Asian businessman who was accused of laundering illegal money. Insiders claim that Kim often traveled with Joe Lowe to gambling houses and casinos. In 2009, she even bragged about flying back to LA with a trash bag full of $250,000 in cash that he won in a Las Vegas casino. But it turns out that this might have been part of a larger money laundering scheme, as Joe Lowe has been implicated in such activities. The Insider magazine wrote, "Lowe is wanted authorities in connection with a multi-billion-dollar money laundering scam. He is accused of being the mastermind behind a scheme to siphon $4.5 billion from the Malaysian state-run Economic Development Fund, Malaysia Development Berhad." The FBI investigated her, but they couldn't pin anything on her, so she was never charged with anything. She got famous, made some money, got married to Kanye, and moved from being a C-list celebrity to an A-list celebrity. But after her divorce from Kanye, fans started to notice that the Kardashians started to decline in popularity. More and more people were talking about how the Kardashians were losing relevance. Fans also started to speculate that Kim was going broke because she was making some moves that you would expect from an upcoming influencer, not a billionaire. In 2022, she was investigated by the SEC after she advertised the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max without adding a disclaimer to show that it was a sponsored ad, and she had gotten paid to do so. By advertising without stating that it was an ad, she had taken part in a pump and dump scheme to increase the price of cryptocurrency before it was sold to investors, and she was fined $1.26 million. It got more interesting when we found out that Kim and Kanye kept their finances completely separate when they were married, and this might have to do with Kim's alleged fake lifestyle. A source spoke to People magazine and said, "They keep their accounts basically separate. West will talk about my money and her money. However, her money situation seems to have gotten worse, as evidenced by the performance of her private equity company. For those who don't remember, in 2022, Kim announced that she was launching a private equity company called Sky Partners, and she had everyone hyped. It was announced that the company was going to raise between $1 and $2 billion, and everyone had high hopes because, hey, this is Kim Kardashian, a billionaire A-list star with all the connections to the right people. However, it has been almost 2 years now, and the company has only managed to raise $121 million, and it doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon. Don't get me wrong, $100 million is an insane amount of money, but when you're talking about big businesses, it's not exactly a lot of money. According to reports, nobody wants to invest in Sky because of Kim's celebrity status. Despite having some successful businesses under her belt, potential investors don't exactly trust her. A source said she has a surplus of other demands on her time, and her celebrity could cause some institutional investors to flinch at presenting Sky to stodgy investment committees. Unfortunately, this doesn't look like it would change soon because investors aren't exactly lining up to finance her. She hasn't raised 10% of the money in 2 years, and at this point, it's unlikely that would change anytime soon. Fans are now speculating that Kim's recent trip to India for the Ambani wedding was more for business than pleasure. The Ambani family is the richest family in India and one of the richest in the world, and the wedding was attended by other billionaires and super rich people. Exactly the type of environment Kim needed to be to raise money for her business. It's unclear how that's going to work out for her, but considering that there has been no announcement of a new pledge, I don't think her plan worked out fine as she expected. Fans commented, "I think everything about the Kardashians are lies. I don't think any of them have the money they say they do. Plus, they spend like crazy. I mean, can you really feel bad for a billionaire being in debt? Especially not when they slept their way to the top and would otherwise be irrelevant and would not be a billionaire. And the Kardashians have incredible amount of expenses. Security, makeup, hair, nails, clothing, property taxes, chartered flights, all of that is pricey. I don't think that they are going broke, but money is definitely tighter than the past, as it is for most." Y'all let me know how you feel about this situation, and then check out this next video.